fire cracked the moon. Planets burns, a storm returns. This is the second war.
From the ruins of Zeniba's cries to the wasteland under shattered skies, a kingdom fell, a moon was torn. Now Kylo strikes with blades reborn. Shadow power tracks and crimson dust. Mold the drill, Iguan's thrust. Marching steel and conquest screams. They ride the rust of broken dreams. I can turn it back into the flames. The sky is burning with forgotten names. Until it's unleashed, mechanized warlust. Godos grows and red hearts crush. No surrender, no retreat. The Republic roars from every street. This is the second strike, Planet Z ignites. Iron calms, the Titan stands, smashing hopes with burning hands. While from the clouds, with vengeance raw, Salamander spreads the law. Down with fury, thunder, wing. The terrorists rise, the air they sing. Godulous walk, the ground does scream. The final war of mental dreams.
Bones and ash from the first war still linger, but peace was a wound, never a cure.
They said the past would not return, but cease to bleed and empires burn. The moon's a grave, but we still fight. We'll never fade into that night. The planet's a strike of glory steel. We fight with hearts that gears can't feel. The Godos, the Godos, all stand tall. We rise, brother, we burn, we answer the call. This is the second strike. The skies explode with Zoid war might. And flame, every cockpit knows the name of freedom's roar and empire's pain. The war begins again, again. This war's our legacy, brother, our rage. The future's written in rockets and roars. Through empires crash in thunder wars. This is the second strike, and Planet Z will never be the same.
Zoids never die, they just rule. Now come for the no return.
No peace was won, the coffin of no return. Up from the clouds with vengeance raw, Salamander spreads the law. Talon, fury, thundering, the terrorists rise, the air they sing. Their Jews walk, the ground does scream. The final war of metal dreams. Morgan bunkers cast in chrome, marching steel where no peace roams. Engine hearts and blazing eyes, we roar beneath these battle skies. Through the dust and desert flame, our name is carved in war zone name. We're the guardians, forged and free. Godos strike for liberty. Godos of the Republic. We stand, we fight, we never fall. Rebel face unleashed injustice for the Republic. We give it all, we roar through hellfire blazing trails, crushing Kylos with thunder tails. They come with claws, the Empire's horde. Mulgas crawl and Iguans roar. But with a wall they'll never breach. Every crater marks our reach. Laser lances cut the night. Twin barrel vengeance, blinding light. From mountain edge to canyon floor, the Godos rage forevermore. Godos of the Republic, we strike like thunder, swift and true. Gotta stand against the tyrants. A Republic will never break us through. On metal feet we claim the dawn. Till Kylo's fierce is blood we're on. Iguans in shadows, moccasin chains, but the Republic's fire still remains. Heroes made of bolts and flame, every Godos earns their name. We may be many, we move as one, our war is just, our time has come. Battling in the storm, Republic blood in circuits born. Crush the Empire's spikes, their steel will melt beneath our strikes. Raise the flag and hear us cry, Godos live and never die. Godos, guardians of sea, defenders of the dawn, long live the Republic. Steel where no peace roams, etching hearts and blazing eyes. We roar beneath seas, battle skies, through the dust and desert flame. Our name is carved in war's our name. We're the guardians, forged and free. Godos fight for liberty. We stand, we fight, we never fall. Locusts crawl and archwads roar, but with a wall they'll never break us. Born in bunkers cast in chrome, marching steel where no peace roams, ancient hearts and blazing eyes. We roar beneath these battle skies, through the dust and desert flame. Our name is carved in war's own name. We're the guardians, forged and free. Gotta strike for liberty. Go! Iron dogs of the red flock. We stand, we fight, we never fall. We're not the reds unleashed injustice. For the Republic, we give it all. We roar through hellfire, blazing trails, crushing Godos with thunder tails. They come with claws, the Empire's horde. Monkeys crawl and iguans roar, but we're the wall they'll never breach. Every crater marks our reach. Laser lances cut the night, twin barrel vengeance blinding light. From mountain edge to canyon floor, the Godos reign forevermore. Go! Iron jaws of the red block, we strike like thunder, swift and true. Never stand against the tyrant, and we Empire will ever break us through. On metal feet, we claim the dawn, till Godos fear the ground we're on. Quans in shadows, Monas in chains, but the Republic's fire still remains. Heroes made of bolts and flame, every Godos earns their name. We may be many, we move as one, our war is just, our time has come. Go! Holding in the storm, Republic blood and circuit born. Crush the Empire's spikes, their steel will melt beneath our strikes. Raise the flag and hear us cry, heart, lights and fury in the sky.